Welcome to the Craftswoman channel. Greetings, everybody. Good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you are. This is the Craftswoman, and I'm going to be reviewing a reality show. It's actually a Netflix special that just came out. Now, I'm getting into this content creation. I'm actually a doula, a waist bead vendor, so I'm into womb wellness, all right? So I do want to look at this show and come from a birth worker consciousness, black consciousness, woke perspective, because I don't know who else is reviewing this show. It's not my business, but usually when I watch reality shows, they don't come from my perspective for the most part. And usually when I watch reality shows, I'll start off being okay with them, and then it just seems so fake, I just fall off. So hopefully this reality Netflix special is going to keep up my curiosity, keep up my desire to watch this low vibrational show. So they did go ahead and start with the drama in the first episode. So this show is called WAGS to Riches, and the first episode is Wife and Girlfriends. I'm not familiar with the term WAGS. I am familiar with some of the people that are in the show, of course, like Sherelle, Chad, and then her friends were Sherelle's friends. The other people I had never ever even heard of. So let's get into it, and let me tell you about who is actually on the show. Ocho Cinco Johnson. Didn't know his last name until Sherelle said it. We have him. We have Sherelle. Alexis, who is the ex-wife of Amari Stoudemire. Ashley, who is the wife of Philip Wheeler. Portia, who is married to Andre Berto. Miranda, who is the girlfriend of Kodak. Then we have Stony, who is the ex girlfriend or baby mama of the rapper Rick Ross. Keita, who is the wife of Tariq Hill. I think she just came up in this first scene just a little bit. Jules, who is the ex-fiance of Duke Riley. She's supposed to be a publicist, an actress, a host. I don't really know much about her. So the scene starts with most of the, what do I want to call them, stars, characters. Most of the people coming to the golf course, they're playing golf. Sherelle and Chad is playing golf in a very playful, sexual manner. She accidentally hits Chad Ochocinco in the head or in the face with the golf club, which she laughed a lot, but that was kind of dangerous. And like he said, you about to send me to the emergency room in the hospital. So that was a bit fun. Well, not really fun, but they were having fun, and an accident just happened, which could have been really serious. So it's not really a laughing matter. So Ashley and Alexis, Alexis bet Ashley, or Ashley bet Alexis that if she hit the ball in the hole, that she could get a Birkin bag. Okay. So that was fun or whatever, being at the golf course. And what's interesting, like in the beginning, in the trailer part, I think it's in the trailer part where Miranda and Sherelle actually admits to actually being fans of their boyfriends before they got together, like years before that. Sherelle said she wore Ocho Cinco's jersey. She was his favorite football player. And Miranda was a fan of Kodak Black, and she said when she got of age, they started to dating. Notice how she actually said that she had to make it known that she became of age. She grew, of age before they started dating. Portia and Sherelle, they have an interesting relationship. I do want to see how that's going to turn out, because it's not like a flunky. It's not like Portia and Sherelle's flunky. It's more of like a mentor-mentee, big sister relationship. I think we all need those. So we'll see. She was just going real hard for Sherelle. So I like to see how that play out, if we going to keep that same tone at the whole time, because Sherelle unfortunately was giving like bully vibes with Stoney. I really didn't like that, but I know we got to pump it up for TV, so maybe that's why. And I remember Sherelle was big bossing on Selling Tampa, which I like that one, that series, but it started to get, like most of them get watered down, fake, and just plain old ratchet. And I want to see more houses. I really like in this episode of the scenery, the photographers, videographers, they did their thing. Miami is so beautiful, and they definitely showed the beauty of Miami and living that beach life. So I forgot to talk about Sade, which is the fiance of Robbie Chosen. They seem like a really interesting couple to me, because Sade is like, I mean, she just looked different. Chosen to me seemed like he's more of like a, on the natural vibe. And to me, she looks like, like Botox, tummy tuck girl, but maybe her bodies are real, and she just happened to, be shaped like that and worked out, and nature, supported her. Sade has a swimwear line. She designs swimwear. I just thought that they seemed pretty odd, and then for Sade to compare herself to Barbie, it's like, boo, come on. Why are we comparing ourselves to Barbie? You're more beautiful than Barbie, without the weave, without the makeup or the implants if you got them. But to compare yourself to Barbie, I hear people say they like Barbie, but talking about how she's a Barbie, and it's like she was very conceited. So that's why I feel like it was very kind of an odd pair between her and her fiance. So at the restaurant, Alexis and Stoney was talking at the restaurant, and Stoney started crying about the X tape that came out on some revenge corn stuff. It was supposedly sold. Her ex supposedly sold it to 50 Cent, and that's like ruined her reputation. And I thought she was fake crying at first, but I started to see some tears, and I mean, she's still hurt by that. And Alexis was trying to just like comfort her. She was so sweet. Alexis was really sweet, and being very sympathetic of her. Like, the lady's just crying. It puts you in an awkward situation when somebody is crying. It's like, what do you do, And then I forgot to tell you, at the jewelry store, Miranda, Majay, or MJ, that is the girlfriend or baby mama to Kodak Black, she went and took her babies to the jewelry store and let her baby try on this big old chain. And okay, whatever. What really got me was the Rolls Royce tattoo on your hand. We love giving these brands money and advertisement, like, seriously. But you know what, that's when it gets a little low vibrational for me. But I'm here for the mommy review. I'm here to talk about that, and we'll definitely get into Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, we're gonna get into her definitely later. So they go to Ashley's house. Her chef looks like everything was on point. I like that she had a black chef. All right, Ashley, beautiful house. I mean, just black excellence. the dream house. That's what she got. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It was flawless. I like the angles. I like the way they were shooting everything. But no, she's a real estate. I'm not sure if she might be a real estate developer or broker. I have to look to see the next time I get her title right. But she's into real estate, and she's really, really looking like she's really rich, real rich. So I didn't really like how they were trying to pressure, Ashley in particular was trying to pressure Portia to drink the tequila. You know, I ain't really like that. Hey, if somebody don't drink, they don't drink. But it's cute for TV. And then Ashley, you actually looked up the X tape like right then and there. That was real messy. And I'm going to jump around, but next time I'll have everything actually in order from scene to scene. But if you watch the whole scene, it don't matter. I can jump around. But Chad was telling it off on Sherelle. I guess Sherelle has a high X drive, which is good. And Chad can't handle it. And he was saying he calls her an animal. And they got a scheduled time for her to mount him or whatever. So when he said that I can't this week, I'm ovulating, I thought that was so funny, because you know that when you are ovulating, ladies, you should be tracking your ovulation if you're trying to not get pregnant and if you're trying to get pregnant. So no matter what, you should know when you're ovulating. So I got tons of information in my book, The Dark Womb Redemption, talking about ovulation and fertility. But I thought that was cute when he said that I can't this week, I'm ovulating, or today I'm ovulating. That's a good way to avoid pregnancy, ladies, is to avoid it while you're ovulating, because when you're ovulating, you're more likely to get pregnant, okay? Okay, when Miranda and Sherelle were at the park, and Sherelle was being big sis, when Sherelle was like, I wish that I could get in her body. She said, I wish I can jump into her body and make the decisions for her. You know, that's good that you want to do that. But she has to want to change for herself. So Miranda's big problem with Kodak Black is that he doesn't want to be faithful. So Jules was, look, she looks like a white girl to me. I don't know where she's from. She was the publicist, I believe, of Kanye West, and she was fired for some NDA violation. And it was just so fake how she's sitting there at the rooftop pool party like, you know, like she just not getting a text message about that. It just seems so fake. But I know that these shows are scripted. I wasn't really into her. And then when she tried to make Stoney feel good about the X tape being released, you know, when Tony was actually crying Stoney was actually crying real tears behind that, and you like, everybody likes to see themselves on camera. Everybody don't like that. Some people might get nervous and afraid. Everybody don't like that. Everybody don't like corn stars type of stuff. Everybody don't want to be seen, and that could be devastating for people to see you out like that, and then for her reputation to be that she's an escort. That was something. So the two girlfriends of the rappers, it was something else. And then Sherelle did make a good point, although Sherelle was on that bully-ish. Sherelle did make a good point when she was like, you know, why are you still living in a house that your ex bought you? Because, you know, the next man is going to probably feel a way about you living in the house. Thankfully, your house is paid for, but maybe make it a rental or something, because I don't know what man want to come in there and feel like he's the man over a house that another man paid for. So that was some good advice that Sherelle had said. And she has a boutique. I did like the fact that she has a boutique and they went to her boutique. And I'm like, girl, that little shirt is $60. Okay. But I saw that she had a lot of really nice stuff in the boutique that I would want. So good for her that she's an entrepreneur. She's doing her thing. I support the female entrepreneurship. I really like those jeans that she had on. Those pink jeans, they were really nice. So it seems like she's successful. Hopefully, you know, she is successful and she can go on to be independent. Chad didn't make it to the rooftop party, and I believe it was the boxer who was saying, you know, why he ain't here and all this type of stuff. And Sherelle was like, you know, the nightcap pays big. It's good. You know, your partner don't have to be at every single event that you have. So that was cool that Chad was working. And Sherelle was also working because that show is work as well. So I thought that was cool that he was actually working and letting her do her thing. Now Amari, who was the ex to Alexis, that was real interesting. I believe they were married for a really long time. You probably gonna have a connection forever. Maybe I don't know why it didn't work out. Maybe the common thing of cheating, but they definitely looked like they had some sparks. And I heard the ladies was up there saying, do a 360, do a 360. He is extremely tall. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know, is it 7 feet or what? But he looked really, really tall. They just look like they had some nice chemistry, and looks like, you know, they definitely get along, and they got some good co-parenting going on. But he was definitely handsome, definitely attractive. So I really like that. But hey, if a woman leaves, it's because she's tired of putting up with whatever she was putting up with, for the most part. So when Stoney came into the party, Sherelle immediately started being mean to her. And Stoney, like a mature adult, asked her, can we get up and step aside and try to rectify the issue? And still, Sherelle was on that other time, and she was not trying to be on some peace stuff at all. Which, I ain't like that. Did this girl did anything to you personally? So why are we acting like this? And when Stoney was talking about how you have friends that don't support your business, I know this all to be so true, that they will go to somebody else's boutique and not support my boutique, then they ain't my friends no more. I totally get that, because your friends should support you. And like, I sell waist beads. I know that my friends, they'll get waist beads from other people, but you definitely should stop by me first. I'm not saying I'm got to be your one all be all, but definitely support my business. And if you're not supporting my business, it shows that you're not my friend. So I did like how Stoney brought that up, because come on, entrepreneurs, we got to support each other. Friends support friends. Don't go out there and support a stranger. You know what I'm going through. You know where my money's going. And support your friends with businesses. Ashley's house is really nice. That's when things turn a little more messy, when they go to Ashley's house, which is beautiful. The dream house is what most of us desire if we want that rich life. I mean, you can't hate, you can't knock them. They are real estate developers, I believe, and it looks like they definitely getting into the money. I did not like the way Ashley tried to pressure Portia into taking tequila. I mean, this is TV. It could have been just for TV, but don't be trying to pressure people if they don't want to drink, or if they just want to take a break. I didn't like that. When Sherelle and Miranda was at the park, Miranda was basically crying out for help to me. That's what it looked like to me. When she said that, when she was basically complaining about it, to me, from what happened, which she said that she bust out the windows to Kodak Black's cars because he was cheating. So she wanted to show him something. So she went and bought him a new car. That's really not good. And I know that Jasmine Sullivan got that song. Yes, you can sing the song, but don't do it for real. It's a crime, y'all. You know, it's 2 babies, and Stoney showed that your mugshot at the end. So evidently, you out here committing crimes and putting your freedom in jeopardy. Who's gonna take care of your girls? You know you having them with you everywhere you go. Your absence. Sherelle said you ain't been returning phone calls and stuff. I think that these women need to really come around her, not just because she's a fool in love, but she's going through her postpartum stage. And most of y'all don't have children. Y'all know how it is after you have a baby, especially if you and that man are having problems. He don't want you. That's rejection. She could be feeling abandoned by him not being there. So come on, y'all. Let's get around her before she already crashed out. Because who's gonna keep your new baby? And are we breastfeeding? Yeah, the passy was in his mouth, probably formula fed. I'm just assuming that everybody don't want to breastfeed on camera, but breastfeeding is extremely important to me, and I ain't gonna never stop talking about it. It's the best thing you can give to your baby. Ladies, breastfeed your baby. When Miranda was saying that he used to be a lot worser with the girls, with the girlfriends, it seems like that's who he is. Either you're going to accept it, you're going to wait on him to change, or you're going to move on. That's just the way we have to look at it. And I ain't really feeling Kodak Black, because his gas tried to say, bleeped out the wrong word, his black tried to say that, not try, he said that he don't like dark-skinned girls. Dark-skinned girls are ugly. And look at this person trying to talk about how dark skin looks. So yeah, he gonna choose the light, bright, almost white girls because he don't want his kids looking like him. Common self-hate, common colorism. That's the new word. You just don't hate yourself. You're not happy with the way you look. I like the way Sherelle was acting as a big sister, which is what Miranda needs, but she also needs for y'all to come over there and be around her. Yes, she needs to get some therapy. I know she was talking against therapy, but you need to get some. Everybody, therapy works if you get the right person. So don't knock therapy. And then when Sherelle asked Miranda about, did you wait the 6 weeks? Why would you ask her? Yes, you definitely should wait 6 weeks. But just because the doctor says 6 weeks does not mean you ready to go right back into intercourse and move things around. It takes months. Some women years to heal after childbirth. And it's looking like she got 2 under 2. So the sister, and then especially if you're not breastfeeding, your hormones is really going to be out of whack. The breastfeeding is going to help to decrease postpartum depression, and having that village around you is going to help with postpartum depression. This season is going to be interesting because I want to see how it play out with the 3 real friends and then the other 2. I don't know if everybody's real friends, but when you have like a real friendship and even real relationships and you put them on display on the reality show, things get sticky, icky, things start happening. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen with the ladies, with the relationships. I'm all tuned in right now. I'm still into it. I know it's going to get ratchet, but hopefully it don't get too ratchet. So this is just episode 1. Come back and watch my next video and I'm going to tell you about episode 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let us know, what did you think about this video?